Well, we're in Northampton today, and I know that's a long way from the Severn Valley Railway, but there's a good reason. It's all to do with our essential project to transform the loco shed at Bridgnorth into a facility that's fit for the 21st century. The loco shed is where we overhaul and maintain our precious fleet of steam engines, but its leaky roof, insufficient lighting and the fact that we really struggle to lift heavy components here have spurred us into action. The Home and Dry appeal was launched earlier this year, and thanks to our generous supporters, we've already raised 90% of the target, enough to get the project underway.
So we've progressed really well. We've now got planning permission for the building, which is the change of colour of the cladding and the roof lights. That's all gone through, and we now have that in place. We've procured contractors for the cladding works. That was necessary because the cladding is going to take approximately 6 months on order. So that has been placed now, ready for the works to start, hopefully in May. And we've also placed orders for the electrical works now to get the electrics installed in the building when the works start on the shed.
So far so good, but we still need to raise the final funds to buy and install a travelling gantry crane, and we've come here today to show you the final pieces in the jigsaw.
We've come to look at a second-hand overhead travelling crane, which appears to be an ideal fit for what we want at Bridgnorth Loco Works. It's the right capacity. We were aiming for something between 5 and 8 tonnes. This beam behind us here, that's 6.3 tonnes. It's a European sort of standard, and that's right in the middle of the range that we're looking for. It's the right sort of span. It's got a fairly modern hoist with it. Everything just sort of fits what we're after.
It's quite a decent find because there aren't many around for the capacity that we need and the span that we need. Cranes have to be fitted to the correct span, and we're fortunate that this crane fits exactly what we want. So it is quite a find. The chances of finding another one in the near future are going to be fairly slim. So we really are hopeful that this will work with what we want to do.
One of the reasons we're here today is to actually meet a team of experts who used to doing this stuff all of the while. They're going to come and do a site visit, make sure that they understand the actual infrastructure that they're installing this crane in. They have actually been to site before some years ago when we first spoke with them about potentially getting a crane, but these guys do this thing 5 days a week, 52 weeks a year. They know the sort of problems that they might face, and they have the equipment and plant to overcome them. It will reduce the time that we spend moving locomotives and bits of equipment about. We'll be able to move things very easily from one end of the shed to the other. If we fabricated something like an ash pan, instead of having to shunt vehicles out of the way to get a forklift truck in, we'll just simply be able to lift this thing up and put it exactly where we want it. It'll help us lift big items, 4, 5, 6 tonnes. It'll help us lift smaller items of a couple of hundred weight. It's just going to be transforming the way that we actually work. And not only the way we work, but it'll be a much safer, much quicker than the way we've had to work in the past.
It's going to be a really nice feeling to see all that installed and done, because there's a lot of volunteer effort gone into this project, and I think that there's a huge amount of involvement with this whole project in terms of volunteers, paid staff as well, and I think it'll be an immense achievement for the Severn Valley to get this up and running.
Something that has been a dream for many people for going back tens of years, and to finally bring it to fruition and really bring the Loco Works up to the highest standards that we can achieve. That's something absolutely I look forward to the day that we see the crane in action.
So it's all falling into place rather nicely. Right now, all we need to do is raise those final funds to purchase and install this crane. It's exactly what the SVR needs to make sure there's a viable future for our loco fleet. And with your help, we can do it. Won't that be something? Please donate to get us home and dry at svrtrust.org.uk. Thank you.